What up YouTube, TK here, and today I'm going to show you how to remove a car alarm. Aftermarket car alarms suck and the installs are always a complete mess. What's worse is when they fail, your car won't even start. This is how you cut out the alarm and get your car back on the road. Let's go.
So the basic theory behind this is simple. Most car alarms on the market in the aftermarket space have a series of relays.
The relay is used to give the car alarm control over a signal the car needs to run. In my car, for example, the alarm has cut the fuel pump wire and the ignition switch on wire. Each side of this wire is then attached to a relay controlled by the alarm. When the alarm is on, these relays are held open circuit, so the wire is effectively cut and the car won't start. However, when the key fob is pressed and the car is unlocked, it will switch the relay on so you can start the car.
By identifying and removing those relays and basically fixing the wires that have been cut, we can remove the car alarm. That's what we're doing today. Now, the horrible, nasty piece of crap I'm dealing with today is a Steelmate 898G of some kind. However, this will apply to the vast majority of aftermarket car alarms out there. If you identify the relays and remove them, you're good to go. Now, this install, I believe, has two main relays that stop the engine running. There's this one, which control the fuel pump, and there is this one going to the ignition switch. We're going to start with the fuel pump. Now, the way this one works is we have this red line delivering 12 volts connected to the coil, and then the other side of the coil is connected to this yellow wire which goes back to the main control box. When that's grounded out, the relay is either switched on or off. I'm not sure if it's normally closed or normally open, but regardless. We then have these two green wires which were going to this blue wire which was cut. Each side of this cut here went to the relay, allowing the alarm controller to basically stop signal getting to the fuel pump. Not good. So we are splicing this one back together, then we'll do the next one and we'll see if the car starts. If you are doing this, it's probably a good idea to actually twist the wire back together, test to make sure the connection is correct and the car will start before you solder it. It just saves you a lot of time mucking around. So we've gone ahead and joined that wire that's been cut back together, removed the relay. We're now going to try and start the car. If that works, we'll solder it and then move on to the next one. Here we go, moment of truth. And the car runs. Poorly as ever, but it runs. So we'll go ahead and solder that in place and move on. All right, one done, one to go. So this is the second relay. This cuts the on wire from the ignition switch. You can see the original green wire here has then been spliced into two going to the relay, and then the yellow and white leads go to the alarm control box, which cuts it when necessary. So if we just cut here, splice those together, and remove the relay, we'll be good. Go ahead and cut that one. Cut that one, making sure we have enough room to solder it. These are thick wires. All right, we'll strip those and twist them back together. We will trim as well these yellow and white wires and just insulate them. We're not actually going to remove all the crappy alarm harness today. We're just trying to get the car running without the alarm, and then on a later day I can come in and clean the rest of it up. We'll just twist these together with a linesman splice and solder them. It's not the best thing to do on a car. Generally crimping is better, but I don't have crimp tools, so this will do. There's a great video on how to do a linesman splice from AVE, and I've linked that in the description below. So just before we actually go ahead and solder this together, we've twisted it together as well, and we will test to see if the car starts. Excellent, no problem at all. So we'll solder that, and then we're pretty much done. This is by no means my most beautiful work. I am eventually replacing the loom in this car with something nicer, but this will get me to work on Monday, and that is often all that matters. So we'll go ahead and heat shrink this, and then we'll get ready to drive home. All right, with those all squared away, we will move back, make sure the car still starts. It does. Give it a rev. And we are in good health. We've removed the two horrible, nasty relays that were stopping the car from working. Eventually, I will come back and peel out the rest of these connectors for the alarm system. These are mostly for central locking, interacting with door sensors, the switches on the doors that tell you when the door is open. It will take some time to cut all those out and fix any splices, but by that point I'll probably just put a new loom in the car anyway. For now, I'm just happy that I have my car back and I have the alarm gone. So overall, hopefully you found this useful and you've been able to apply it to your own car as well. I'm just absolutely stoked I finally have this alarm out of my car, and I can't wait to keep doing more mods in the future. Thanks for watching. Until next time, TK out.